It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
I got the feeling the fear. My city is crabs in the barrel. I learned to get back through the signs of the trials and the errors. Compute on my life with the heirs. I step like the Greek with no guidance, replying in the airs. You niggas are not in my era. I was on that like Cronets. Put sand and get pressed like Kotex. I'm a black star with my squad like Most Def. Reign supreme, my face card like Maybelline. My dog used to push white like Saving Cream. These little niggas from the land of the Maybelline. You like to dance, have fun, try to shake the beam. Got us by witness, they know that I'm flawed. But I got not folding to y'all. Set up the stage and I kill it, I'm going to war. Nobody can fuck with these bars. Roam through the land like seas. I'm drawing out a plan like Egypt, sowing my seed. Better y'all grow in season. I be going hard, no reason. Say la vie. One life, I got land to seize. Niggas might think I'm a Pharisee. This is my therapy. I do not care to please. Catch them out of Linux, on me, don't wanna square with me. Whoa. Better teach your man how to squabble. Rap money, but to fly me out of Cabo. Dedicated 1/4 to the game, boy. I got a shit bucket like a nigga hit the lotto. Backstage, full of plays on the phone, baby girl trying to hit me with a slot like Nevada. Let me introduce you to my new model. Finna push these niggas off me like, push these niggas on me like, push these niggas on me like,
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Now, in this particular video, we're going to keep going forward with the status of this TDE lawsuit, sexual harassment, sexual misconduct lawsuit that's been filed by two Jane Doe and Jane Roe, who allegedly used to work for the company and have allegations against Brandon Tiffith and Anthony Tiffith Jr., Top Dog's two sons, David Harrell, and a guy by the name of B-Dog, okay? Now, as this story is developing, we all know TDE came out and said that this is false. They say that the young ladies that are the accusers / victims are trying to extort them out of $48 million. They already came and approached them, and I guess that didn't go right, so they went to the courts. That is what TDE says. They said that they have texts and other interactions that will debunk all claims, and they say that these two young ladies were never employees of TDE, right? So as this thing has been developing, people are coming out and noticing that one of the ladies who was outed after TDE said this was some bullshit, this young lady by the name of Linda Luna, who is a PR person, she does have her own PR company, which is what I was saying in my previous video. I said typically when people work for labels, typically when people do PR work for labels, they typically either work for an outside third-party firm or they own their own. Well, come to find out, Miss Linda Luna has her own agency by the name of the Powerhouse Agency, right? And through her Powerhouse Agency, it's being revealed that not only did she do work for TDE, but she's also worked with Drake's dad, Dennis Graham, and that she's also done work with numerous other OVO artists. So now the lines are being blurred between what's going on here. Is this a genuine sexual harassment case? This is something that needs to be investigated for real life damages, or is this literally a hit piece that's being sponsored by OVO, right? She's gone to this agency, this law firm, I'll say, not agency, Arn's Law, right? We talked about Arn's Law before. I showed y'all some of the high profile cases that they're working on. I'm going to just give y'all a quick rundown once more. This is Keller versus Amazon, Hurl versus Shipped, Decker versus Postmates, Jordan versus Instacart, Torres versus North Pacific Seafood, Greg versus St. Joseph Health. As you can see, all of these are major corporate lawsuits, big money lawsuits. So one might question, how somebody gets the money to hire such high profile lawyers with a moderate PR business, because the PR game, although you charge a decent amount of money to the labels, it's not glamorous. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have like nothing but super high level clients, right? Now, as for the other accuser, what's her name? Her name is Aya Altari. I don't see very much information about her online. She does have an Instagram, but it doesn't have any posts, and it's also on private. So she's pretty much not proceeding as a public figure. That we don't really know, but we do know that she's allegedly a friend of TDE artist Alameda, and Linda Luna also worked with Alameda as well. Okay, so just going through some of what's happening. I do want to dispel a couple of things as well. I've been seeing people that are saying that this lawsuit has been dropped. To my knowledge, it has not been dropped. There has been no update in the actual legal filings of proceeding to trying to drop or requesting for it to be dropped from LA County. I guess I could show y'all that just for additional proof. As of yet, there is no proof of this case being dropped. What's kind of leading people to believe is Jane Doe et al. Versus Top Dog Entertainment, because there's multiple Jane Does here. I wonder if they would even perhaps amend this lawsuit and try to add more people at a later time, since this law firm is known for doing class action lawsuits and workplace suits and things of that nature. So the last update in all of this was January 17th, when everyone was served. So as of now, it has not been dropped. Now, what people are confusing is that the law firm, or specifically the lawyer, Shunak Darap, this is the lawyer who actually filed this in the LA courts, right? He no longer has this TDE case in his ongoing cases. So it has not been dropped from the courts, but perhaps it's been dropped by him, which means that they would have to perhaps find another lawyer, or maybe he's just taking it off of his public profile while they're working some things out. So can't make any definitive statements about anything being dropped at this time. I understand that there's a lot of questions, a lot of uncertainty surrounding what's going on with this thing, but I want, at the bare minimum, for my channel to not be spreading misinformation and just try to dispel any rumors and wrap up any loose holes that I can find. That doesn't mean that anybody did anything as far as TDE. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that people are trying to figure out what's going on. Now, as y'all know, I've shouted out Opinionated Truths many times on my channel, because she's somebody who reaches out to me and, is very good with investigative work. So she reached out, she tagged me in this post here that says, in recent news, alleged allegations of TDE executives have been named in allegations from two women that claim to be employees of TDE, and another claims to be a moral support of an artist. We went through that in the lawsuit yesterday. If you want to go through the entire lawsuit, I'm sure there's others that have read it, but I also have a video on my channel that says TDE executives facing allegations or whatever. The alleged two women have been publicly named in the lawsuit, where they filed as Jane Doe and Jane Roe. The women have ties to OVO artists and allegedly the father of the boy Drake, according to sources and photos. They say also a ex account holder that has been in question online, allegedly always pushing lies, propaganda, bad narratives about Kendrick Lamar, TDE artists, etc., especially during the Kendrick vs. Drake beef, known as Certified Jared, who has had countless accounts allegedly doxing fans of Kendrick and helping push many lies, all the while having a history as well, currently being affiliated with OVO artists and being with Drake as well at intimate events, tours with exclusive access. Okay? So here, are some photos that are kind of getting into the nature of relationships here. All right. So this first photo that we're pulling up, let me kind of move myself out of the frame a bit. Let me go to let me go here and then just mirror it. So what you're seeing here is Miss Linda Luna. She's on the far left. Okay. Far left. This is her in the black. To the far right is Certified Jared, aka somebody who has been going up for OVO, Drake, etc. I mean, his name is Certified Jared, as in Certified Lover Boy. So you already know what type of person we're dealing with, and his image fits the prototype. I ain't gonna lie, but that's them somewhere, right? So there's some line of, they may not be the best of friends because they're not standing next to each other, but wherever they were in public, they were at the same place, same time, took a photo, and one can assume that they know whoever these people are in the middle, right? Here we have photo of Miss Linda Luna and Drake's father, Dennis Graham. Okay. Dennis Graham also appears on her website, the Powerhouse Agency, her PR company, as representing him for PR. Here is Certified Jared, once again, the Drake stan that also has some sort of ties to OVO. And here we have a photo. This is as recent as December 21st of 2024. So just really a few weeks ago, here with OVO Mark. Okay. And he's one of the people that was responsible for this information about the lawsuit even getting out there. And he's been trying to give follow-ups and put his own little spin on everything since then. And then we have another photo of Certified Jared with Smiley, right? Which is another one of Drake's artists. We just recently saw Drake on his Instagram story rapping along to some new Smiley music. So clearly the affiliation is very strong there as well. And he says shot on BlackBerry. All right. In the midst of all of this surfacing and being brought about to people's attention, Certified Jared has issued a statement, and he says there's a photo of me floating around with Linda, which we just saw a few moments ago. He says, who owns a PR company that works with plenty of music labels and celebrities, right? So now he's trying to go ahead and absolve her by saying, hey, she works with a lot of companies. So it's no coincidence that she's, or maybe it's mere coincidence that she's working with TDE, OVO, and so many others. She also has photos with Diddy, right? He says, I have no involvement in this situation, and I personally do not talk to her. She has worked with TDE since 2019, according to the documents, and this doesn't invalidate her claim. So here he puts out a statement to try to remove himself and also try to, throw out a little bit of rope out there for Linda. And ever since this stuff has gone and taken on a life of its own, Miss Linda has come out and issued some public statements as well. So on her Instagram story, she says, management memories with Alameda, but I'm lying, right? With question marks. So this is a photo of Linda Luna, Alameda standing to her left, and some other people. I don't know the other people in the photo, but we see Linda and Alameda. So clearly, the speculation of Alameda being artist A is indeed confirmed, right? So she's doubling down, saying that she managed her. I don't know to what extent the management could have been, whether this was road management, which is different than general management, which is also different from brand management. You know what I'm saying? You would just be basically like the assistant to the artist while they're out on the road and like handling itineraries and stuff like that. So she could have been doing that. TDE says that she never worked for them as an employee. And I think that, again, they used very careful language. They never said that you didn't work for us or with us. They said you were never a TDE employee. right? Because again, she has her own PR firm. She literally could have been just traveling with the artist in terms of PR, right? Helping her get ready, become comfortable for interviews, go over questions, doing emails, different type of correspondence. All of those things could possibly have been the realm that she was working with as well, but also traveling with the artist. I don't know. Just saying. Okay. Furthermore, she comes out and has more to say. So this is a photo here. She says, but I never worked with TDE. And my legal team, nor have I ever asked for $48 million. Neither. Nor any other dollar amount. So she's saying that the $48 million request is false. She's saying they're lying. She says, this is why it's hard for women to come forward, but we will let this play in court with the evidence. She says she has evidence. It's unfortunate women in this male-dominated industry are conditioned to think this type of manipulation and abuse is normal, and we accept. Not anymore. All right. So she's still standing firm on hers. She has not conceded that she's been caught red-handed or in a lie. She still is very steadfast that her story is legit. Right. She then posts another story and says, when my agency worked with Reason and TDE, right? Which is what I originally said from the jump about her agency. Okay. So the thing about this part is the agency part leans into what they're saying, because if you worked with TDE, that don't mean you worked for TDE, right? Those are different documents as far as payroll. But we'll continue. She comes out with another story. She says, I don't have a dad to hide behind. And she's throwing shade at Anthony Tiffith and Brandon Tiffith because, of course, their father is Top Dog. So she says, I don't have a dad to hide behind. But what I will say is that my dad was a prayer warrior. He ministered to me to live in truth, to always stand up for myself, and to never fear man, only God. So this is my truth, and I am finally standing up for myself. This doesn't have anything to do with any artist beef. So at this point, she's saying she's not trying to play any role in the Kendrick and Drake issue. She's saying that this is isolated, right? She says, my agency just happens to work with a lot of different artists in the music industry. In no way, form, or shape is this a plot or agenda to bring anyone down. This is my life, right? I don't know. I'm just reporting what's out there, and I will continue to do so, right? At the end of the day, all I want to do is know the truth. So if we got to play the long game to figure out what the truth is, I'll do that. I'm not jumping to conclusions, but it does seem like there are some muddy waters here. I will say that much. Now, one thing that has sparked a little bit of curiosity from people online is this photo here. This was shared by Certified Jared on his Twitter page. The one where he says that she works with all these different people and none of this invalidates her claims. These are screenshots. It was believed to have been screenshots that he took himself. But this here photo, this is a photo of Linda and Brandon, aka Big B, right? So she says, proud of this guy right here, Big B TDE. Went hiking for the first time in his life last week and yesterday faced fears of heights. Officially my new hiking partner now, LOL. This is from April 28th, 2020. Seems like a pretty standard photo, pretty basic, at least showing some form of kinship between them. But then when you go to the bottom of the page, you see that this screenshot was taken from her account. Her face is right here in the bottom right corner. And remember, this was shared by Certified Jared. So now online users are questioning if she sent this to him, because how could he have gotten a screenshot utilizing her account? And remember, Certified Jared says, we don't talk. I don't know her like that. We just happen to be in a photo together. Again, I can't discredit anybody. All I can do is tell y'all what's going on. Everybody is free to come up with their own conclusions. I just say, be careful of what you post and state. I'm going to be careful of what I post and state. And I would encourage y'all to do the same, especially in my comments, because I don't want to be held accountable for nothing y'all got to say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much the size of what we have at this current time. So in summary of what we just talked about, we have Miss what's her name again? Linda Luna, right? At base level, she was a former PR person for TDE, right? In her lawsuit, she alleges that Musa from TDE was having trouble paying her. She alleges that to ensure that she got paid, she was upgraded to be a co-manager, which would have entitled her to 10% of the profits from artist A. Artist A is Alameda, which at the time she was just an artist that was around. They were developing her, and they were basically just developing her. They weren't ready to go public with her. They hadn't publicly said that they were affiliated. They were just helping her, right? Linda alleges she was supposed to get 10% management fee. She said that at a certain point when the artist got signed, which honestly is like 2 years later, she claims that she was still never paid. I don't see how you work for free for 2 years or 3 years, because actually that's 4 years. Because if you started working in 2019 and you worked there till, I believe, early part of 2024, but I'll just say 2023. That's 4 years of not receiving proper payment. I don't see how you continue to do that. But hey, right? The other plaintiff in the case, we don't know much about her. She's just one of Alameda's friends who allegedly came along to be moral support, which seems in line. She doesn't really have much of an online profile. Don't really know much about her. So I could believe that she was a friend and she was there, because Alameda's moving from Arizona to LA, not really knowing anybody. I would assume that it's probably her best friend or one of her best friends. Like, yo, come to LA with me. I'm signed to this label. They're taking care of me, and at bare minimum, they'll take care of room and board. However, we got to eat and do other things, we'll figure it out, And this young lady, the friend, was allegedly under the age of 21, but an adult nonetheless. So anywhere 18, 19, 20. And to be honest, if I was somebody's friend who was about to get signed to TDE and I didn't have like a whole bunch of shit going on in my life, I would probably make that move too. Like, shit, I'll come along and be a support. Shit, this is exciting to me. That's fun. But she alleges that in the midst of supporting her friend, that she was, sexually approached in a way she did not like, and multiple men tried to force themselves upon her. Okay? So that's that. Now, Miss Linda Luna, they've dug into her a little bit more. Again, they have photos of her with Drake's dad. They have photos of her with this Drake stan, aka possible Drake business partner, Certified Jared. And we also have photos of Certified Jared with multiple OVO artists, right? There's a guy named Gliz 9K or something like that he's close with, that he was with as well, who OVO is also working with through Smiley. So again, there are some muddy waters at play here. I can't say what anybody did or didn't do. I can't say what anybody has paid or has not paid towards the filing of this lawsuit. It just all seems like a big fucking mystery. And just out of being a responsible person on my own platform, I can't jump to any conclusions at this time. Y'all are free to, think whatever you want about it. All I can do is present you with the information that's available. Okay? Be sure to let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider, and I will catch y'all on the next one. All right? Much love, respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more to survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.